Hello, and welcome to UnKpopular Opinions, a safe space for fans of BTS and other K pop groups to ask the tough question, what do I think of this? I'm your host, Ginger Nuna, and today we're playing another round of the Hunger Games, this time using K pop groups. Well, listeners, it's been a minute. It's been just over 2 months since I published my last episode. And I didn't do what a lot of podcasters do. I didn't do a 2021 year in review. I didn't even celebrate the first anniversary of the podcast, which was back in January. And that was because I just wasn't in the right headspace. So I'm feeling pretty refreshed. And I found a new Hunger Games simulator. So I thought this would be a fun and easy way to dust off the mic, get my feet wet again. And I'm also celebrating my second Armyversary, which is the day that I fell in love with K-pop in the first place. My Armyversary is February 28th, for those of you who care. I am open to anyone sending cake. Just putting that out there. If you haven't already listened to episode 18, the Hybe Hunger Games, I suggest checking that one out first. It has a little bit more information about what the Hunger Games are in the first place. If you don't know what the Hunger Games are, I I don't know what to tell you. Where have you been for the last 10 years? So, like last time, we're going to have 24 tributes from 12 different districts, and they're going to battle it out to the death. And like last time, at the end of the Spotify edition of this episode, I'm going to include a song that best represents each of the tributes. But for this episode, I have included K pop groups instead of individual people. So, without further ado, let's meet our tributes. From District 1, we have the two biggest K-pop groups in the world, BTS and Blackpink. Formed in 2013, BTS is known for, among a million other things, being the first Grammy-nominated K-pop group. Blackpink, who were formed in 2016, was the first all-female K-pop group to perform at Coachella. Much to everyone's chagrin, they haven't put out an album since 2020. YG, we are waiting. Just give us something, please. From District 2, we have my two alt K-pop groups, Tomorrow by Together and UA. TXT had some big shoes to fill. They debuted in 2019, and they were Big Hit's first group to follow BTS. Joining them, fresh from their most recent comeback, Catch the Stars, is the girl group UA. Debuting amid the hellscape that was 2020, I hope that 2022 is the year that they finally get the recognition and the full-length album that they deserve. From District 3, we have the monster rookies of 2020, UnKpopular and aespa. After being whittled down from a cast of 23 on the survival show Island, the 7 members of UnKpopular have proven that Hybe is here to stay. aespa is SM's first girl group since Red Velvet. They had the privilege of performing at Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade only a year after their debut. From District 4, we have the current Hybe trainees, Trainee A and Audition Boys. While it hasn't been confirmed, it's speculated that the 7 members of Trainee A are training under Big Hit, or another Hybe subsidiary. Currently boasting 4 members and auditioning more, and Audition Boys will be the first group to debut under Hybe Japan. The current members were contestants on Island, and their debut has been highly anticipated since it was announced on New Year's Day 2021. Finally, K will have justice. From District 5, we have the godparents of K-pop, Seotaji and Boys, and SES. Seotaji and Boys is widely recognized as the first K-pop group. With their debut in 1992, they brought traditional ballads together with rap, rock, and techno, creating the genre that we all know and love today. SES is regarded as the first female K-pop group. When they debuted in 1997, they were presented as the counterpart to their male label mates, HOT. But with time, they proved that they are their own force to be reckoned with. From District 6, we have our American contestants, Eric Nam and Jessie. Eric Nam was born and raised in Atlanta, Georgia. After college, he was set to become a business analyst, but then he went viral on YouTube with a cover, and that led to him being cast in a Korean audition program. He debuted as a solo artist in 2013. Jessie was born in Queens, New York, and raised in New Jersey. After moving to South Korea at the age of 15, she debuted as a solo artist in 2005. She's still making music today, as well as hosting her incredibly enjoyable talk show, Jessie's Shoulderview. From District 7, we have our cuspers, Stray Kids and Luna. Are they the end of third gen K-pop, or are they the beginning of fourth? It's debated. Stray Kids officially debuted in 2018 after their formation on their survival show, Stray Kids. Luna also debuted in 2018 after being introduced using what is probably the most creative pre-debut project ever. Over the course of 18 months, the 12 members were introduced and performed in subunits. From District 8, we have my favorite rookie groups of 2021, Just B and Billy. Just B brought together contestants from Under 19, The Fan, and Island. You're sensing a pattern here, aren't you? They played to their global popularity by releasing covers in languages that none of the members speak. Billy debuted at the end of 2021 with one of the most intriguing concepts. Almost all of their songs follow the storyline of a friend who is missing and presumed dead. From District 9, we have the representatives from C9 Entertainment, Apex, and Yuna. Apex debuted in 2021 and is considered by many to be the male rookie group of the year. Yuna is a singer-songwriter who first debuted as a soloist in Japan in 2004. Her massive success earned her the nickname Oricon Comet. She made her Korean debut in 2006. From District 10, we have the two hottest girl groups today, Kepler and IVE. After their formation on Girls Planet 999, Kepler made their debut in January 2022. They set a record as the second highest first-week sales of any girl group debut in Hanteo history. Who held that record before? None other than their district mates, IVE. Debuting just a few short weeks before Kepler, IVE have the distinction of being the fastest girl group to take home their first music show win. Just 7 days. This record was recently tied by Vivi's. From District 11, we have two groups that prove age ain't nothing but a number. Produce Pandas and Mamadol. Produce Pandas is a Mando pop group touted as China's first plus-size boy band. At the time of their debut in 2020, the members' ages ranged between 22 and 31 years old. The 5 men held regular jobs ranging from oil worker to IT manager before auditioning for Simply Joy Music and going through a rigorous process based on the K-pop training system. Mamadol is the living embodiment of the word MILF. Also known as MMD, they are a temporary project group that was formed on the show Mama the Idol. The 6 moms are performers who left the entertainment industry due to childbirth and childcare. When they debuted on January 27, 2022, the members' ages ranged from 32 to 41. Finally, from District 12, we have two groups that have nothing in common. I just like them, so I decided to add them. Alpha and Lionesses. Alpha is a Q-pop group formed on the Kazakhstani survival show Project X. They debuted in October 2021, and I needed a full album of theirs yesterday. Lionesses is the first openly LGBTQ plus male K-pop group. They are hilarious and talented and unapologetically themselves. They debuted on November 2nd, 2021, and should definitely be on your radar. Well, now that we've met all 24 of our tributes, it's time to play the K-pop Hunger Games. 24 groups of tributes stand on their spots, waiting for an alarm to bring in the beginning of the Hunger Games. The alarm sounds. Billy battles Seotaji and the boys. Billy defeats Seotaji, but decides to spare their life. Wow, okay, we're already being kind of altruistic. Luna runs away from the cornucopia. Fair. Produce Pandas finds a wild Ohio fried chicken in the cornucopia? That's oddly specific. Is that a regional restaurant? SES finds a bow in the cornucopia. Kepler finds a tank in the cornucopia. I'm just imagining Huning Bai driving a tank. Oh man, that mental image is enough just to make this whole thing worth it. Jessie runs away from the cornucopia. I do not think that would happen. Jessie, of all people, would fight immediately. Trainee A battles and audition boys. Oh, it's the hype trainees against each other. And audition boys defeat and kill trainee A. I don't know why I'm laughing. I'm sorry. I think it's just because I really, really want And Audition Boys to just finally debut, and I am not emotionally invested in Trainee A at all at this point. Apex finds a chocolate-covered cotton in the cornucopia. What is with these random foods? Seotaji finds a frisbee in the cornucopia. I don't think this is the time for some recreational sports, guys. Enhypen battles Just B. Enhypen defeats and kills Just B? Oh, Ganu, why? Oh, man, that's sad. I just am sad that JM didn't make it into Island at all. He was stuck in ground the whole time. He debuted before anybody else outside of Enhypen, and then he gets killed by Enhypen. Ive finds a lapras in the cornucopia. A lapras? What is a lapras? Is that... I was going to say it's an eel, but I'm pretty sure that's a lamprey. Great, now I have to Google this. Just a second. Okay, apparently, I don't know if I'm a huge nerd or not enough of a nerd for not realizing that a lapras is indeed a Pokemon. Please don't judge me. Stray Kids finds a basketball in the cornucopia. Oh, wow, they're going to have a really great pickup game if they survive. Blackpink finds a fruit tree in the cornucopia. Part of me thinks that's really beneficial, but part of me also thinks that's really unhelpful because who wants to haul around a fruit tree? Are they just going to, strap it to Jenny and make her bring it everywhere in the arena? Uwa finds a paintball in the cornucopia. Wait, a single paintball? If it's just one paintball and no gun, this is a terrible thing to find in the cornucopia. Eric Nam battles Tomorrow by Together. TXT defeats Eric Nam, but decides to spare his life because they would. They're good guys. Espa runs away from the cornucopia. Mamadol runs away from the cornucopia. What is with all of these women running away from the cornucopia? Ladies, ovary up and fight, please. Just B finds clean water in the cornucopia. Wait, I thought Just B was dead. Yeah, Enhypen killed Just B. I guess maybe they found the water, and then Enhypen killed them. And now Enhypen has their water. Ooh. And Audition Boys battle Yuna. And Audition Boys defeat and kill Yuna? No! Oh, I'll miss her. You know what? At least she didn't run away. Good for you, Yuna. At the end of the day, 3 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. The following tributes have fallen: Trainee A, Just B, and Yuna. So at the end of the first day, Enhypen killed 1 group, and Audition Boys killed 2 groups. This basically just shows me that you do not fuck with Island, because those guys, they will mess you up. Day 1. I've used Lapras against Eric Nam. Eric fainted and subsequently died. It was super effective. I don't know what a Lapras's powers are. It's been a long time since I played anything Pokemon related. And Audition Boys stumble upon an assault rifle. Oh, hey, look, an assault rifle. It's just sitting there on the ground. Uwa brings 1 less paintball, so Stray Kids die of needing paintballs. What? Okay, first of all, there would be 1 fewer paintball. And why would Stray Kids need those paintballs? And who inherits the basketball? Anyway, Bongchan, I'm super sorry. Han, I was rooting for you. Luna gets Hodgkin's lymphoma? Holy shit, that is dark. That is bleak and way too realistic. Produce Pandas discovers a quenched and tempered steel lying on the ground. I assume that's some kind of Dungeons and Dragons sword thing? We're gonna go with that. Kepler gets a cold. Yeah, that's pretty on brand for them. They were supposed to debut in December, but their debut was pushed to January because they got COVID. Really, everybody's getting COVID. Please stay safe out there, everyone. It's not over yet. Apex heels. Ooh ah. Oh, yeah! I didn't know they were hurt, but I'm real glad that they're safe. Saotaji and Boys decapitates BTS with a frisbee? Oh my gosh! Wow, I did not realize that the frisbee could be used as a weapon. Two, all seven of them are gone. Oh my gosh. Oh, Yoongi. And Hypen gets a bladder infection. Mamadol heels produce pandas. Oh, look at that. Millennials taking care of each other. Blackpink eats fruit and gains 1 point in strength. Well, okay, I'm glad that that fruit tree worked out for them. Jessie puts chemicals in the water. There we go. That is something I would expect Jessie to do. Billy receives a diamond pickaxe from a sponsor. I don't know how useful that would be. Would that be really heavy? Alpha stumbles upon an octobrush. Is an octobrush another Pokemon? Is it an 8-sided brush? What are these things? Who came up with this? TXT succumbs to lethal peer pressure from SES. Okay, one, it's not peer pressure because they are all old enough to be their moms. I just love the idea of this first gen K-pop group taking down this fourth gen K-pop group. Espa sends a mass email. God, I hope people don't hit reply all. At the end of the day, 4 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. The following tributes have fallen. BTS. Tomorrow by Together. Eric Nam. Stray Kids. Wow! Considering the women started running away at the beginning, they are really holding their own at this point. Also, Hybe, you are not doing so well. Day 2. Jessie gets forced into bees? Like a whole hive of bees? Saotaji and Boys catches in the rye. Were they throwing their frisbee? And Audition Boys barrel roll. Alpha falls in a well. Blackpink receives a VIP ticket to Tana Moho concert from a sponsor. Who is Tana Moho? Is this whole thing made of Gen Z references that I don't understand? Luna loses 0.13 GPA points and is severely injured and dies. I'm sorry to Luna for that, but I feel like when I was in school, that is how I would have felt had I lost 0.13 GPA points. Billy finds Chuck Norris. Wait, are we talking like 90s Walker, Texas Ranger Chuck Norris or current batshit conservative Chuck Norris? Because I would rather have 90s Chuck Norris. Mamadol stumbles upon a bow. Somebody had a bow at the beginning. I can't remember who it was. Apex gets a cold. Oh, that's what you get for hanging out with Kepler. Uwa stumbles upon an octobrush. What is this octobrush? Kepler doxed someone on a Twitch live stream and got roasted to death. Oh, the internet is a cruel place. Ive heals SES. Good. I'm glad to see these ladies helping each other. Espa loses 0.13 GPA points and is severely injured and dies. Wow. These people really care about their grades. Bruce Pandas hides in a river. Blackpink gets prank called by an Hypen. I could actually see that happening. 4 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. The following tributes have fallen. Espa, Saotaji and Boys, Luna, and Alpha. Day 3. Produce Pandas goes into a food coma from too much Ohio fried chicken. I feel like the person who created this generator must really enjoy Ohio fried chicken? Or, I don't know. Jesse develops stage 4 brain cancer and dies? Jeez! And Audition Boys shoots and grazes SES. That's right, SES, you keep fighting. Kepler runs over Billy with their tank, but Billy survives due to their belief in the flying spaghetti monster. Blackpink gets assaulted by a toothbrush at Tana Moho concert. I mean, from what I've seen in movies that take place in prisons, a toothbrush can be used as a weapon. Apex gets terminal constipation from chocolate-covered cotton and dies. A Disney star takes Lioness's money. Ooh, I wonder what Disney star. Let's speculate. Ive calls the U.S. Navy SEALs who kill SES and Audition Boys. What? Okay. Mama Doll heals Billy. Oh, didn't they heal someone else before? Not to make generalizations, but that is like the true mothering instinct. I appreciate that. But I also want to make sure that they are taking time for self-care and putting their needs first. Ooh receives a used Band-Aid from a sponsor. And Hypen finds a convenient brothel and decides to use it as a shelter. Good. That is what they should use a brothel for. 4 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. The following tributes have fallen. And Audition Boys, SES, Jesse, and Apex. Oh, and Audition Boys, you fought the good fight. All right, who do we have left alive at this point? Okay, so we have Blackpink, Ooh-Ah, and Hypen, Billy, Kepler, Ive, Produce Pandas, Mama Doll, and Lionesses. What an interesting mix of groups. The only 2 districts that are intact are districts 10 and 11. Day 4. Ooh-Ah stumbles upon a fidget spinner. Mama Doll fatally roundhouse kicks Billy. You know, some of their choreography makes me think that is totally doable. And Hypen receives a singular spaghetti from a sponsor. Kepler receives a Lapras from a sponsor. Okay. Maybe this Pokemon is really useful? I should probably look this up later. Ive strangles Ooh-Ah? Oh, my 2 alt groups are gone. Produce Pandas constructs a geometrically stable truss. You know, if anybody could, it would be them. A wild Lapras appears. Lionesses catch it. Okay. You know, I'm going to pause and figure out what is so great about a Lapras. What do Laprases do? Lapras. Oh, I know this Pokemon. Wait, it's a water dweller. How would this thing be useful in any way? And how did they find it in the middle of the arena? So many questions. Wouldn't it be more useful to find a Pikachu? Because then at least you could electrocute people. That's what Pikachu does, right? Right? Oh, gosh, I hope so. Blackpink heals Kepler. Oh, that was really kind. Except Blackpink, I really need you to just put out an album instead of saving other groups. 2 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. The following tributes have fallen. Ooh-Ah and Billy. Day 5. And Hypen eats their singular spaghetti. Kepler gets yellow fever. Ive heals Kepler. That's pretty generous of them considering Kepler just came in and swooped up their records. Kepler gets prank called by Produce Pandas. Who keeps prank calling each other? Kepler gets nuked from orbit by Lionesses. Mama Doll stumbles upon a landmine. Blackpink heals and Hypen. Blackpink, stop helping others and either win the Hunger Games or give me an album. At the end of the day, 1 cannon shot can be heard in the distance. Kepler has fallen. All right, so all we have left are Blackpink, UnKpopular, IVE, Produce Pandas, Mamadol, and Lionesses. A lot of newer groups. Also, I'm surprised how quickly TXT got taken out just because Huening Kai won the last Hunger Games. Day 6. IVE sends a mass email. Produce Pandas catches 22. Mamadol finds a convenient queen-size bed with a memory foam mattress and furnished headrest, but decides it's too dangerous. Lionesses used Lapras against IVE. IVE fainted and subsequently died. It was super effective. Blackpink sees things twice. At first I read this, I was really confused. I thought, I didn't put twice into this. But no, they're seeing things 2 times, not seeing the group twice. Although, it would be great to see the group twice. UnKpopular breaks Produce Panda's necks? Oh. 2 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. The following tributes have fallen. IVE and Produce Pandas. Oh. Day 7. Mamadol has nightmares. Yeah, you think? Lionesses stumble upon a paintball. Again, just a singular paintball? How is this useful? And that didn't work out for Uwa in the end at all. UnKpopular gets a bladder infection. Didn't they already have a bladder infection? Blackpink discovers a bone-hurting juice lying on the ground. That has to be a reference to something else. Oh, nobody died that day. Okay. Day 8. Man, this one is going a long time. Blackpink stumbles upon a bow. That bow has just been making the rounds. Mamadol tries to post a vine. They would, because they're old. Oh my gosh, they're not much older than me. I really shouldn't say that. Lionesses discover glasses that cure color blindness lying on the ground. Cool. Mamadol succumbs to lethal peer pressure from UnKpopular. Oh, it's not supposed to go the other way. At the end of the day, 1 cannon shot can be heard in the distance. Mamadol has fallen. All right, we're down to Blackpink, UnKpopular, and Lionesses. What? Blackpink receives a bucket of KFC from a sponsor. But I'm assuming that's a rival chicken company. How does Ohio Fried Chicken feel about this? Lionesses brings 1 fewer paintball, so Blackpink dies of needing paintballs. Again, I don't understand why one would need paintballs to live, but Blackpink, I'm really sorry that you died, and I hope you enjoyed your last meal of Kentucky Fried Chicken. Lionesses gets prank called by UnKpopular. UnKpopular, you gotta stop calling people. Also, do they even call people anymore? Don't they text or Snapchat or whatever it is the kids do these days? At the end of the day, 1 cannon shot can be heard in the distance. Blackpink has fallen. You know, those queens made it a long way. So that means we're down to just 2 groups. UnKpopular and Lionesses. Day 10. Lionesses is no longer colorblind. Didn't know they were. Well, I feel like cats are colorblind, so maybe this actually was pretty canon. UnKpopular unluckily trips despite the 1 in 100 chance and dies. Oh my gosh. That means that Lionesses win the K-pop Hunger Games. I am impressed. They have put out only 2 songs, one of which is a Christmas single, but they stood their ground and they defeated all of the other groups to win the Hunger Games. Listeners, I hope that you enjoyed this episode of the Hunger Games. I'm curious, did you prefer this Hunger Games, which was vastly sillier and more random, or the first Hunger Games, the Hype Hunger Games, where the simulator was more true to the book series? I'm kind of torn. Maybe it's just because I don't understand some of these references. I think if you understand these references, this was just hilarious. I don't know. Let me know what you think. Send your UnKpopular opinions to unkpopularopinionspod@gmail.com. Thanks so much for listening, and don't forget to keep questioning.